If you want to know how to replace something old with something new and better, then you need to watch this video. And no, I'm not talking about replacing an old iPhone with a new iPhone. I am talking about what to do when a relationship is failing, what to do when you're in a career that doesn't make you happy. How can you move forward from that? My name is Marcus, and I am all about connecting hearts and minds for the purpose of empowering the LGBTQ community. So let's talk about an example. Imagine that you're in a career where you're not really happy. It kind of makes you feel exhausted at the end of the day, and it is not recharging your battery. Now, you may, for example, know that something else that you want to do, like a side hustle, is really empowering and energizing you. And when you do it, you kind of feel uplifted and excited about it. But for some reason, you cannot leave the situation that you're in. Another example can be relationships. Maybe you go from relationship to relationship that makes you feel disempowered, tired, exhausted, like you're just not good enough. And you really want to know how can you start to attract a better relationship, even though you may have never experienced that type of relationship. In neuropathway mapping and neuroscience, we say thoughts that are strongest, beliefs that are strongest are the easiest for your mind to flow along. Imagine water flowing along a certain path. It goes from high to low, following the path of least resistance. Only when the pressure becomes too big, it will start to break through. The longer the water flows in one way, the easier it is for that water to follow that path. That is the same principle in your life with your thoughts. So imagine that you are in a job and you are going to that job every day. You know what a job is like, you know what it feels like, and you know what you can expect. So there's no resistance in having that job because you see it every day. It is very easy for your unconscious mind to say and think to itself, hey, you know what? I am familiar with this. It is easy. I am just going along with the flow. The path of least resistance. Then on the other hand, you have this idea from, oh my God, I want to go and do this side hustle more. I want to make my money there because I feel empowered and I feel excited and aligned. But it's just not happening. So how can you shift from what you are doing, the path of least resistance, to that part of your life where you want to be? How can you shift one way of being to another way of being? Here is what you need to do. Do nothing. Okay, you may say, so what does that mean, do nothing? Surely I have to go and find out on how to do this, how to do that, how to do this and how to do that. Whatever it is that you're dealing with, maybe you feel you have to learn something or make connections or network or do marketing, social media, whatever it is. But no, the trick is to do nothing. And I'm going to tell you now what it actually means to do nothing. There is two ways we can achieve things. We can put in a lot of effort, which is what we all believe we have to do, or you can do nothing, sit still, create a feeling and sensation of what it is that you want to do, and then allow that energy, that feeling to engulf the area where you want to be. Research has shown that people can learn how to play piano without actually playing piano. It is all about the mindset and training the mindset. There's even studies that have said people that don't do any training or workout can improve the strength in the muscles. So this is the principle that we need to start to follow. When you start to think about creating this new lifestyle, we often think, okay, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to attract more of this in my life. Think about it. How is it going to feel? Focus on that feeling. So don't focus on what you need to do to get there. Focus on how it's feeling to actually be living the life that you want to live. And really the same applies for your relationships. Now, you may be in a relationship that is not making you feel happy, or maybe you keep on attracting relationships that are toxic for you. The question then is, how can you shift over to the kind of relationship where you want to be? Do not think about the kind of person that you want to attract, because ultimately it doesn't matter whether they're muscular, skinny, slim, hairy, not hairy, as long as you have that feeling of being in the right place with the right person. Now, it doesn't mean that you are never going to argue or that you're never going to struggle, because sometimes these things can help you actually improve your life. But really what we are looking for is making sure that you are in this energy, in this light that will help you overcome these situations. Now, the next question you have is, how do I access that feeling? Well, you can access that feeling through meditation. Recently, I started to do this inner heart coaching approach to coaching and meditation. And it allows you to tap into your heart energy, which is really where you are incredibly empowered. This is where your strength lies. And I've noticed a few times after these meditations, I just did not want to leave that space. Because in that space where you are connected to a different kind of energy, it was just incredibly empowering, and it felt so amazing that I just did not want to leave that space. So what you can do is, through meditation, access that space. Through meditation, bring up this feeling of calming, relaxing, powerful energy. And then every time you want to manifest a relationship or a job or a new car or a new house or whatever it is that you want to manifest in your life, instead of thinking it needs to look like this, and this, tap into that feeling that you have experienced through that meditation. So stop thinking, I need to do this to get a better job. I need to see this, I need to see that. Just imagine what it is going to feel like using that energy and that power that you have already experienced during your meditation. Of course, the challenge that we have as human beings, we say, well, I want it today, I need to have it really quick, and without it, I am going to lose impatience and I'm going to step back into action mode. Well, to be honest, you will always have to do something, right? You can start to take action by looking around, but the key thing is to do nothing. Give yourself a sense of energy and give yourself that feeling of happiness, of calmness, of serenity if you want to be in a different place. Because ultimately, it doesn't really matter where you are or what you have in your life. If you have that feeling of serene energy and empowerment, then everything is going to be okay.